welcome to the DCON contest workshop, everybody. Your presenters are me, the Lieutenant Master.
Me, Nico McGregor-Corson. I'm the Lieutenant Governor of Division 15.
And I'm Sienna Yanati, the Lieutenant Governor of Division 21.
All right, well, let's get started.
Okay, so why should you compete in any DCON contests? So the contests are a great way to show your creativity and your talent. Anybody can join, and it's a lot of fun. You make tons of friends, and really it makes like the whole weekend coming worth it. And it's just like tons of fun, totally worth it. Anyone can register again, and yeah.
And you also get a nice big trophy at DCON if you win. Who doesn't like that?
So why you should be preparing now? It does seem far away because DCON will be in April, hopefully, but you don't want to procrastinate. You want to be able to work on them throughout the year to make sure that your submissions are the best that they can possibly be, and because it's a fun club bonding activity. And you want to make sure you fill out all of the criteria and you have everything you need, so you don't do things like what my club did 2 years ago. For example, we made our scrapbook in the car on the way to DCON, and we were disqualified because we didn't follow any of the rules because we didn't know what they were. And you want to make sure you don't do things like that. So you want to be starting to work on the things that you can as early as possible.
Another thing, I don't know if you said it before, Miko, but you want to make sure you look at every criteria piece, because if you miss one little thing, that might be able to disqualify you, which you obviously don't want. So when DCON comes, there's usually two types of events. There's pre-conference events and on-site events. So on-site events are obviously things like the talent show, the impromptu essay, the oratorical speech. Those three you do at DCON, which you sign up for at DCON. Pre-conference events, obviously you do before the conference starts. So those would be things like all the scrapbooks, the posters, etc. Things you make and submit to be reviewed during DCON. We have a list of every single event so far. There's quite a few. And yeah.
Okay, so the first event that we have is the club t-shirt design. It is a pre-conference event. So you design a t-shirt and then you bring it to DCON to be judged. And the only requirement is that clubs must supply 2 identical shirts to be judged. It's all based on originality and creativity. And it's also a great fundraiser for your clubs if you make them, it's like sell them to your clubs. Yeah.
Kids, it's Mrs. Meissner. I just want to jump in for 1 second. I know when we first came up with the t-shirt contest, we did require that you bring 2, but actually you only have to bring 1. We were thinking we'd have to hang them so you could see the front and the back, but we have a clothing rack, so when the shirts are hanging, the judges can still see the front and the back. So you really do only have to bring 1 to DCON. That was something that was never corrected in the packet.
All right,
Okay,
thanks for clarifying that.
Okay, the next thing are the 2 scrapbook contests. These are 2 separate contests. The first one is the traditional scrapbook, which is in like a binder up to 14 inches by 14 inches, using pictures, newspaper clippings, media things, and other symbolic things of events throughout the year. You will make a memorialization of all the things that your club has been doing, and it's an exciting way to show off your creativity and all of the work that your club has been doing. You need to organize it in with a table of contents, page numbers, and use tabs to make it into these sections: service to school, service to community, fundraising, assistance to Kiwanis projects, major emphasis involvement, and miscellaneous. And the second scrapbook contest is the non-traditional scrapbook, which is pretty loosely defined as not a scrapbook in a binder. This is an example from 2 years ago that's like a vision board, and it also connects to what the theme of that DCON was. That was a Toy Story themed DCON, and so that's a Toy Story cart vision board thing. That's pretty loosely defined. You can kind of do something that shows off the same things, but in a different format.
Yep. So next up after that will be the poster design contest. So just like the scrapbooks, there's 2 different types. First, the digital poster, and second is non-digital poster. Similar to scrapbooks, you can have as much fun. Really, they're just loosely defined. Like for example, a digital poster, it really just needs to be, you have the dimensions, 18 by 24. And other than not including your club, school, division, or anything just because of judging, you have free reign to do whatever you want. So it's just a nice way to introduce new members to Key Club while also submitting it into DCON for a nice reward if you win. And
Yeah,
alongside
the
that,
thing to remember is you can only enter one or the other. If you enter traditional scrapbook, you cannot enter non-traditional. And the same with the poster. If you do digital, you cannot do non-digital. Each club can only enter one or the other category.
Thank you for that. And as I was saying, the non-digital poster is practically the same thing, except it's obviously just non-digital. So that'd be like using things like Canva. I'm sure everyone's heard of that. You just use different softwares to make a nice poster.
Okay, so this is the promotional video contest. It's pretty much what it sounds. You make a video of all the best parts of your club, you highlight it, and it can promote Key Club as like a whole or just your specific Key Club. The requirement is that it has to be 30 to 60 seconds long. It can't be like too long. And you really have to be creative and make your Key Club stand out and shine.
Okay, do we want
Kids,
to?
I'm sorry to jump in again. I just want to do one correction. You are not supposed to make it about your club specific. You're not supposed to promote any one particular club, because if you win at the district contest in New Jersey, then your submission goes on to international for judging at ICON. And so the whole point of both the videos and the posters is that it could be generic, that any club in the world could use it. So you do not want to be very specific and say, Bloomfield High School Key Club or anything like that. It's got to be a generic Key Club promotional video.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
And I do apologize if that wasn't clear. Sometimes people look at the international guidebook. Other times they look at the packet we create on the district level, and we're not always as specific as we ought to be. But yeah, it's got to be very generic. It should not promote one specific club.
Also, just to go off of Ms. Meisner's really quick, that's why a lot of the criteria and the rules in the contest packet are just maybe they refer to the international guidebook. That it's because the contests that win at the New Jersey district level do go on to international. So you need to follow those guidelines, otherwise it won't count for international. So if you're confused about, like, say it says to put your preferred charities in the scrapbook and you have no idea what that means, contact your lieutenant governor, because they'll be able to help you, because there are some facets of international that a lot of clubs just don't know, and they're part of the mandatory criteria for some contests and brand guide, different things like that. It's not something that's a New Jersey, well, we have it in New Jersey, but it's an international rule and something that we need to follow when we submit contests.
The presentation will be linked to the website, so if anyone wants to see examples of the previous contests or like the video here, you can just watch it on the website after they're all uploaded.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the contests that happen on site. The first one is the impromptu essay contest. This is a 60-minute essay contest. It's going to be some topic relating to Key Club, and you're going to be judged on content, grammar, originality, and clarity. And so if you enjoy essay writing, you can do that at DCON as an activity.
All right. Next up is the oratorical speech contest. Same thing as the essay contest. It's on site, and as long as you attend DCON, you're able to participate in this contest. So the contest itself, you have a maximum of 5 minutes to give a speech based on a topic. Like an example topic we have there is, what does Key Club mean to you? It'll be something similar to that, where it's kind of like vague, but that lets you explain like your feelings for Key Club in all these past 4 years. So the contest is judged based on clarity, how well you speak, depth, originality, reference, grammar, word choice, your posture, voice, and audience attention. But basically just how well of a speaker you are. So if any of you are great speakers, this is the contest for you. And it's a great way, as I said before, to explain like how much Key Club means to you.
Okay. Next is the talent show contest. This might be like the most fun contest. You come prepared with a like skit or a dance or really anything you want, but all presentations must be appropriate. They can be performed solo or in a group of members, but all from the same club. The act cannot be more than 6 minutes long, and it's judged on content, performance, poise, and personal evaluation. And the performers can sign up by filling out the talent show form or by contacting your LTG.
And that video probably won't work either, so.
Well, I'll explain it. So last year, my club Brick Memorial, we all dressed up and danced along to, I think it was a song called Bills. Basically, we incorporated the district project for like Hungary, New Jersey into a song. It's a little dance. It was a nice, fun experience for everyone. And at DCON, I don't know if you don't notice, the top 3 acts perform in front of the whole convention. So my club and I just danced in front of everyone. It was nice and fun.
And just as a note, some of the on-site contests will be taking place at the same time. That doesn't mean you wouldn't be able to participate in more than one of them. You just have to time it correctly. Mm-hmm. So just so you're aware of that. For submitting and registering for contests, so we don't have all of the dates yet. They will be released, but basically the submission for the contest that you prepare beforehand will be either a few weeks before, or it'll be something that you bring to DCON, like the scrapbook you would bring to DCON, the shirt you would bring to DCON. And for the on-site contest, you can register for most of them at the registration table at DCON, so that would be like as you're coming into the convention. And we're going to have further information on submission and registration, but that's information that we don't have yet, but just know to look out for it, and we will get more information out to you.
Mm-hmm. Everything, including the DCON contest packet, will be released, as she said, later on. There will be enough notice for you to start everything like a few months before. So when that gets released, your LTG will hopefully send that out to you, and you'll get everyone nice and smoothly. So besides DCON contests, there's a lot of additional awards and contests you can participate in during DCON. So the New Jersey District Board provides a lot of other ways to be recognized. For example, they give out scholarships to seniors. They give out distinguished officer criteria. And they give out other awards such as Single Service Award, Membership Growth, Distinguished Club, etc. So these awards are kind of similar contests in how they're awarded at the end of DCON. So like you get a nice trophy at the end, and they list everyone who wins, etc. And they're all based off of the club's performance throughout the whole year. So before DCON, your club will compile a packet for some of these, like for example, for some of these contests. And then that packet would have everything you did throughout the year, and that would allow you to be included in judging for winning these awards.
And
that's all. Thank you all so much for attending.
let us know if you have any questions.
And before we do anything else, Ms. Miser, is there anything we didn't go over that you'd like to speak of?
The only thing I wanted to mention, and it will be in the packet for everyone, but we do have a couple of awards also that are given out to the advisors and the adults. And I'm always a little surprised each year at how few nominees we have. And I think part of that is because we promote it in the contest packet, and often the advisors are the ones that get the packet, and I think some of them are being shy or humble, and they just don't tell the kids about that, and so the kids don't know that they can nominate their Kiwanis advisor and their faculty advisor for either the Domenico Gotti Award or the Robert Masenic Award. And then there's also the Key of Honor, which is the highest honor that can be given to an adult who assists with Key Club. So those are really important things, and I would love to see more students nominate their advisors for those awards, because I know, and you know, that there are some fantastic advisors out there, and it would be nice to recognize them. So maybe the committee will figure out a way to really promote that to the students without the advisors knowing about it, so they can't pull it out of the packet and be shy about it.
Thank you, Ms. Miser.
You're welcome.
So if anyone has any questions, feel free to unmute yourselves and just ask them to us right now while we're here.
DCON contests that were submitted for DCON 2020, they have been judged and they will be announced working with our district administrator, Mr. Chera. We're setting up a day where we can have a live stream or Instagram live where we can announce the contest winners, because we can't do it in a space like district convention, and it should be similar to how the election results for the district executive should be. So similar to that. And you can expect an email out in the biweekly update sent out through Instagram promotion or through your lieutenant governor. So just keep out on the lookout for that.
If anyone has any questions after the presentation, you can always contact either me, Sienna, or Miko using the emails on the website. Besides that, I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Thank you for your time.